115 million. Every pass, every touch, every shot, every clearance, all of it under the microscope. These Chelsea fans have you all under an illusion that it's okay to spend this money and be crap and take your time. No, 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 no. We need results. I gave you that 1 day's break. We're back for another episode of Big Sixpence. And it's, of course, the roundup, the weekly roundup. Monts' short weekly roundup. Listen, before we start, I need you guys to smash that like button. Today, we're aiming for 250 likes. So make sure before you start, before you do anything, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And make sure you smash that like button as well. So big up everyone and let's get started. Football works in cycles. Clearly. It's been a funny old game week, hasn't it? You know? Chelsea 1, West Ham 3. Now, I don't really know where to start. The fact that these guys still can't hit the net. The fact that Chelsea spent 800 million with a pivot of 220 million of the Queen's finest pounds. All those Benjamins on a pivot. They bought 80 plus million off the bench. I mean, what more can I say? You know, there's always an excuse for these guys. They were humbled today. Caicedo with the worst debut I've seen in a long, long time. How can you have the most expensive and worst debut? And guess what? There'll probably still be excuses for him at the end of the day. Gave away a pen, gave away the ball numerous times, wasn't comfortable in possession. It was just a disaster from the second he walked on the pitch. Ideally, gave up any chance of Chelsea getting an extra goal or maybe at least walking away with a draw against West Ham. How can you have a pivot that costs that much money against the pivot of Thomas Souček and James Ward-Prowse? Do you know what a couple of Chelsea fans told me? Do you know what they told me? They told me that they don't have a tall side and that West Ham have an average height of 6'2". So what did you expect? Can you imagine anyone else? Remember when they got onto Jurgen Klopp blaming the wind and the weather? Next thing they'll be saying the grass is too high. Listen, I don't know where to start with Chelsea. Just a disaster class. People were telling me, look how far Chelsea have come. Look what they're doing. Look how great Enzo is. I was saying this from pre-season, yeah? Listen to me on this one, people. I said, listen, Bundesliga 2 sides were finding space in the middle of the park against Liverpool. It is not hard to beat Liverpool's midfield without a 6. Bundesliga 2 sides were doing it. Yeah? Pinging it into the flanks, making us look defensively awful. If Bundesliga 2 sides are doing it, why are we giving Chelsea, big Chelsea, all this credit for doing it? I just want to know. I don't know. Because the second they went away to West Ham, we saw the faults. I don't care if they played. People saying, oh, Chelsea played well. Oh, they didn't take their chances. Oh, Reece James was injured. I don't care. 800 million pounds spent. I want to say something. I want to say something. I want to see something. You know what I'm saying? 115 million. Every pass, every touch, every shot, every clearance, all of it under the microscope. These Chelsea fans have you all under an illusion that it's okay to spend this money and be crap and take your time. No, 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 no. We need results. If I spent that money, title challenge. If Arsenal spend that money, they've been planned for spending that money over a period of 5 years. Ten Hag is under the microscope now, and he's had 1 season. So why should we give these guys a blight? Why? Why does Chelsea always get the expectation excuse? Why? I don't get it. And quite frankly, it pisses me off. It makes no sense. Today, hold that. You know what I'm saying? What I want to know is why Enzo and Caicedo...
the Liverpool kid. Hey, I'm still hurt, as you guys can see, but hey, let's run with it.
Looked worse than Endo. You know what I'm saying? I'll say that one more time, and I'll flip it the other way. I want to know why Endo looks better than Enzo and Caicedo. You know, that's what I want to know.
All right, okay. I put him back in the Chelsea kit. You lot happy now? You happy? All right, let's continue.
You know what I'm saying? Because it looks like when Liverpool were against the Kosh, with 10 men. Who did we bring on? The guy that everyone says was crap. He's shit. He's this. He's that. And then he made a tackle straight away. Diaz made a mistake. What happened? Clamp straight away. That attack was cut out. So again, Enzo came on and actually looked half decent. I'm not going to lie. And Caicedo stunk it out. And Enzo, even though I rate Enzo as a player, he stunk out the gaff as well. It wasn't very good. So for me, I think it's just very cheeky of Chelsea fans to be talking the way they did after Liverpool conceded early. When it was 2-1 and we got down to 10 men. It was just a joke the way these men are talking. So for them to go and lose to West Ham, it's just a laughing. It's hilarious to me. It's just funny to me. It's quite smug as well that you can spend all that money. And they came out that the agency fees today. But did you guys see the agency fees? It's fine though. Them man joined for Chelsea's project. You know what I'm saying? They joined for Chelsea's project. Just know that one. Just know that one. You know what I'm saying? I think it's just hilarious. Did you guys know? Fun fact. Did you know that Chelsea, I think Bowley and Ebali and them man have made more signings than they've had wins? I'll say that again. They've made more signings than they have wins. These men are bums. I don't know how you could be rich and be a bum at the same time, but guess what? They found a way. They find a way. And royally, they can hold that. Credit to Antonio, credit to Bowen, credit to Fornals, credit to Areola, credit to all of them. They were brilliant, West Ham. I have to give them their credit as well. But the way these men were talking on Arting, they had to hold that in it. They just have to hold that. And I don't know whether this will paint the direction of their season. I don't know. But 1 point after 2 games, after playing West Ham and Liverpool, after making all these signings, it just seems a bit shit to me from their side of things. I just can't rate. I can't respect that after the disrespect on my club's name. Or they wanted to talk about my midfield. Do you know what I'm saying? Leave that to us Liverpool fans to talk about our midfield. Do you know what I'm saying? Fix what's in your bag first. Fix your thing first. Allow us with all of that. Do you know what I'm saying? Allow us with all of that. But moving on. Liverpool 3, Bournemouth 1. Obviously, it was a very, very, very good game to watch. Obviously, for us, it obviously heart on the edge of the seats. It just showed how much we needed a DM once more. Straight away, Trent losing the ball in the 6th position, McAllister being dispossessed a few times. That first 15 minutes was horrific to watch. But after that, scintillating. Absolutely scintillating. Diaz, the Colombian thug, you know what I'm saying? Terrorizing everyone. Salah, for me, very wasteful in front of goal, but still had a decent game nonetheless. Gakpo, get him out of that midfield and put him in the false 9. I'm tired of it. Jota played very well as well, fighting for his spot. But the guy that I need to talk about is Dominic Szoboszlai, the boss in Liverpool's midfield. This guy was crazy. If this is what we're gonna get for going forwards. Hey, is this what we're going to get going forward? Hey, this guy is ridiculous. He is ridiculous. Like, I don't even, yo. Get us a DM, get Endo playing for now and get another DM and let this guy cook. We are cooking. Liverpool are cooking. VVD with another good performance as well. Do you know what? I'm not even going to say it was a comfortable win because it wasn't a comfortable win and it should have been more comfortable with the way we did if we're being 100% objective about the game. But at this point, every 3 points is a battle for most teams. City's game against Newcastle was a battle. Look at Tottenham versus Man United. We'll talk about that one we'll talk about that one. Don't worry, we're going to talk about that one in another episode. But at the end of the day, all these 3 points are actually hard to come by. You know what I'm saying? When I'm recording this, Arsenal haven't played Palace yet, but that looks like it's going to be another difficult game. In the Premier League, the standard has risen, especially from the bottom half sides of the table. And I think that at the end of the day, we now have to look at ourselves and know that a DM is essential. And that red card, by the way, was ridiculous. That red card was, we're not even going to talk too much about that. Everyone knows it was never a red card. The fact that you have 5 officials and you also have guys in the room upstairs looking at it over and over again with access to replays, VAR, video assistant, linesman, all of that stuff. And you can't no one can look at that and say, oh, right, that's like more of a 50-50. They kind of clashed ankles. Even if you gave him a yellow, I would have been like, harsh, but you know what? We'll deal with that. That's fine. We'll take that. No one looked at that and thought that's not a red card. There's just a stink. It's a stinker every week with the Premier League officiating decisions, and we just need more. I'm not going to lie. I just need more. But it is what it is. Listen, we got the goals. Diogo Jota with the finish from Szoboszlai's shot. Salah's missed penalty and ended up with a goal. And of course, the first goal with Diaz flicked it up, scissor kicked it. Colombian thug, bad boy. Can't wait to see what else he brings. Listen, I'm so happy with this. And also, bun Chelsea and bun United as well. You're lucky United didn't get into your thing as well, because everyone talks about Liverpool's midfield issues, but everyone's forgotten about how crap United's midfield is and how Basuma made Casemiro his bitch. So understand that needs to be spoken about. Do you know what? Fuck it. I'm speaking about it. Fuck it. You lot can have another 2 minutes, yeah? Manchester United, understand it's taken Ange from Tottenham no more than 2, 3, 4 games plus the preseason, whatever, to implement this style, and it looks like night and day. Ten Hag, you wanted Mason Mount, you wanted Anthony. Credit to Martinez and Casemiro and Onana. But going forward, the talent ID is not looking good. It's not. United thought they had this in the bag. They told us it was only one game. And on top of that, they're alleviating Casemiro of all blame. Even though he got nutmegged a couple times, he got spun out as loafers. Bro, he got sent back. He sent him back to Madrid. Basuma ruined him. Tottenham, champagne football. I'm not even trying to, it's a mazza. It is a mazza. You know what I'm saying? Martinez actually had a good game, apart from the own goal. I'm not even going to lie to you. But everyone else, that United team, Anthony, what does he bring? He is horrible. He is horrible. And then Marcus Rashford up top might be one of the most stinkiest transitions I've seen. At one point, he was able to do it three years ago. Now, it looks like he doesn't know what he's doing. Can he hold his line? His end product is horrible. What is going on with Marcus Rashford? He just needs to go back on the left and go back to what he was doing last season. But listen, Ten Hag is not getting any blame, because guess what? If Mason Mount scored in both games this season, and Anthony got a couple of GA as well, I'm telling you guys right now, Ten Hag would have got all of the praise. He would have got all of the credit. But when it comes to Casemiro being shit, no one's talking about Ten Hag's tactics. No one's talking about how he played the exact same team against Wolves and got the exact same performance from his team. No one's talking about that. Do you know what I'm saying? They want to credit Ten Hag when it works, but when it doesn't work, they just blame the players only. Hold your manager accountable. Anyway, listen. We're going to end it there. We're going to keep it short. Obviously, tomorrow, by the time you guys are watching this, obviously, we are going to have the Liverpool All-Star Panel show, which should be around 11 p.m. today, of course. And obviously, the Arsenal versus Palace game, which we're going to be covering on Tuesday. And I'll have my own video over that one Tuesday. For Tuesday morning, I'll obviously be doing another one of these. So listen, make sure you guys smash that like button. Again, 250 likes is what we need to get to. We're not too far off of 6,300 subs. So if you're watching this and you're enjoying this, make sure you subscribe and all that good stuff. And keep supporting the channel. It means the world. It's been your boy Monts for another episode of Big Six Bands, one of Monts' roundups. Take care, people, and we will see you soon.